So glad you could join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Stanford Cardinal. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, he told me this is a big challenge for them just from a time zone standpoint. He's tried to do a lot of research with his sports information and sports performance coaches to make sure their team is prepared and ready to fight this east to west time zone travel. We'll see if they're able to perform well here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Hurricanes ready to kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
I think for years, we talk Miami Hurricanes, a big key for them winning national championships or competing for them has always been their play up front, right? You think all the way back to Russell Maryland and Warren Sapp, to just recently, David, with Bain and Mesidor on Miami's national championship run getting to that game, they've got big-time NFL athletes up front.
Huge athletes, explosive athletes, twitchy athletes. Jason Taylor being the coach down there for a while, obviously working those guys, a Hall of Famer you get to work with. You get to develop, so it's almost plug and play every year, man. Now you're starting to see Miami defensive linemen that are some of the best players in college football.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Off play action on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hall. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Hits inside. It's Ford. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Moving the pocket, it's Warren. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over him.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. Malachi Tony. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He has a big play waiting to happen. That 55-yard field goal attempt went awry, and now to make matters worse, they'll give it up 1st and 10 at the 38.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Biletnikoff Awards. The tradition of the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one. Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
And the Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throwing, Mensah. That's reeled in. It's Fletcher. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. That is their sophomore defensive end, and as with any injury, they hope this is just a momentary thing. Holly will check on him in a bit. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
2nd and long here. Pulls it on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
3rd and long right here. Here's Mensah to throw. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Running inside. It's Ford. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Back to pass, it's Warren. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They can bail them out. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Grabbed behind the line, it's Vaughn. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, when we talk Miami and their ability to throw it, it all starts and ends with Malachi Toney and what he did on some of the biggest stages a year ago as a true freshman, right? He just had that game-breaking speed. You just want to find ways to get this young player the football because he's a home run waiting to happen. They've got a lot of other talent surrounding him, but he is the focal point of their ability to throw on the rock.
And I can't tell you how impressed I was with him. And not just catching the football, not the short stuff, the long stuff, the blocking. Like, the consummate pro. That kid came in as a freshman and looked like he was a 21-year-old veteran. Like, I can't wait to watch his steps to see if he continues to grow and get better. Because the start was at a high level, as in one of the best in all of college football.
From the gun, it's Fletcher. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Rid of it on the RPO. Quick step and go. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Canes! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, They got 3. They got some good momentum going, continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now early in this football game that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
Number 82, set to kick it away.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defeated.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Warren. Under pressure, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Straight ahead, it's Ford. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down.
Coming up, 4th down.
Stanford lines up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. The short hands, it's Lofton. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Third and long coming up. Mensah throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
The Canes are rolling down the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lofton. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
The Hurricanes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going to the run, it's Fletcher. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And he's brought down after a short gain. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
He's not going to make it on 4th and 2. He's going to lose a yard. Got the quick completion. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Here comes the offense on second down. The give on the counter. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Warren. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline, they've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now that they've got to find some answers.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Finds his man on the RPO. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
What a cut. Now he's loose. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
They'll move the wide receiver. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mensah. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Oh, pressure's coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Number 82, set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Could not make his way to the corner.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Warren. Rush right in his face. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Play action on 1st down. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's Mensah to throw. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Fletcher. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Tackle is made.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down coming up. Right back to it. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And the Canes have this offense rolling. Cuts it upfield. It's Fletcher. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He's going to fire deep. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. A 70-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33.
Number 82, set to kick off.
From deep, it's Brown. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Looking downfield, it's Warren. Finds his man. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Fresh center downs going to the air. The throw. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Great job by the safety. You see safeties back in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, understanding where he's throwing the football. Great break, great interception.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Mensah. Caught in the backfield. It's Fletcher. Oh, what a cut! Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And the Hurricanes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Sells the run, looking to pass. Out wide left, it's Lofton. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Got him on the RPO. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. In the red area, it's Fletcher. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the day. He's been a workhorse, continue to feed him, continue to create balance in this offense. But what a nice day by this young man running the football.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll ride him again. Finding some room. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score.
Number 82, set to kick this one away.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Got enough for the first down. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Trying to get the corner. He'll pitch it. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Motion from the wideout. Quick give. It's Ford. All over him immediately.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And you never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The play fake. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Brown. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Rushes on, and down he goes.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And is slips just inside that right upright.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Long way to go on second down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Lofts one high and deep. Upstairs, he's got it.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Look out! Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Throwing, Mensah. They're all over him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Kick is in the air. They call it a coffin quarter kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Takes the handoff. It's Ford.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass, it's Warren. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
The Cardinal come to the line, needing a few inches to move the sticks. On the move, he fires. Another incompletion on third down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Stanford lines up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Second and long here. Here's Mensah to throw. It's complete on the right side. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Fresh setter down's going to the air. He'll throw it. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Out wide left, it's Fletcher. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Turns it upfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Stanford Stadium.
Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Hits inside, it's Fletcher. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Mensah buys a little time, and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half, get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
And the Canes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Right side, it's Ford.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Warren. Left side, it's Brown. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hall.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Running inside, it's Ford. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Hand it to the back. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Back to pass on 2nd down. On target. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Powers inside. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Sells the run, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Keeps it moving, it's Ford. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
3rd down, and they'll try the jet sweep. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
Now, 4th down.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Smashes it between the uprights.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle.